Hey everybody, welcome back. It's repentance. Don't look at the streak, okay? The only reason the streak is bad is because we've been doing hard stuff. If it were not for the hard stuff, we would be totally fine. Am I really have you ever had a dream that you wanted to dream? You want so you can do the dream so you want to do the I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I hate to do it, man. I think that Tainted Jacob is the way. I think that Tainted Jacob, though it pains me to say, anybody else seeing the game running at 4 frames per second? Okay, that's my cue to close my open Photoshop application, which I should not have open to begin with. Yes, thank you. I know. I'm getting lectured by people that haven't turned off their computers for 3 weeks, that you should make sure that that application is closed. Hey, how many Google Chrome tabs you got open right now? Just curious. Do you have perhaps enough Google Chrome tabs open that you can't even read what each one is? You can only gauge what it is based on either the favicon or alternatively the first letter of the name of the tab. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, long story short, I'm only mad because it actually did have a demonstrable effect on the game speed here. And when I win this run as Tainted Jacob, I don't want anybody to say, oh, you only won because you were using Photoshop resin. You had your game going at a record low speed so that you could actually dodge some of the stuff happening. No, I'll use Anamasola to accomplish that. Thank you very much. So I had played a lot of Tainted Jacob on stream yesterday. Believe it or not, in spite of having a -8 streak, I actually did accomplish some stuff, just not as Tainted Jacob. But this is all a very roundabout way for me of expressing the idea that, honestly, this just feels like muscle memory right now. Like, this doesn't feel that impossible. That's not a secret room, huh? I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. What a room. Lucky me. And if anything, I think, you know, based on, you know, when I've talked about this game with Cobalt, and we have talked about it from time to time. It turns out we've both played a decent amount of this game called The Binding of Isaac. I was of the opinion that Tainted Jacob is actually not the hardest character to win with. I'm a big, like, Tainted Lazarus hater, honestly. And I think that when we talk about difficulty, we're talking about a few different things. Mechanically, I think that Tainted Jacob may well be the most difficult. I mean, you literally can't lose focus for more than, like, a split second without disaster befalling you. But psychologically, that's a really good and cheap item there. Psychologically, I feel like Tainted Jacob is easier because of the amount of damage that he does. You know, the fact that you got this ghost following you around, helping you out so much, it feels good. And if we can get Shoop the Whoop here, it'll feel even better. Tainted Lazarus is psychologically torturous is probably not the right word. I might be being a little bit dramatic. But very annoying and frustrating is maybe the right word. Well, we got a troll bomb. And that's it. But that's okay. So I was taking a look not so much for another room that could give us a reward like that, but I was really fishing more than anything else for like a sacrifice room. Okay, delightful. I don't mind this. First off, I like the idea of getting to 5 cents. That way we can have a blood bank on the next floor as well. I don't think it's that bad to blow this up. In Afterbirth Plus, I'd be blowing that up, absolutely. We ended up getting a decent amount of money, and the only item in our shop that we would be interested in particular is the ladder, which is not that good. Alright. Get a spirit heart, take me out of here. So we're doing Mega Satan, and I think any path. Yeah, Mega Satan, any path. You've already done Delirium. If you can get 2 birds stoned at once, you'd be a pretty happy man. The run so far is Good, actually. I appreciate having toothpicks. But more options is very likely to be the engine that allows us to reach some degree of safety on this run. And I gotta tell you, mission accomplished with that arcade so far. I would love to get a blood bag. An IV bag could provide us with some efficacy. I'm willing to get low here, man. Look at that. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're freaking looking for. That's as low as I'm willing to get, but I'm okay with that for now. This is a somewhat tough decision, but I think Mom's Contacts is a little better than Egghead, although Egghead is legitimately pretty good. Pretty great. Let's not bury the lead on that one. Yo, okay. Of all of these, I don't know if this is going to be controversial as well. This is quite a setup. Book of Shadows is great, but I think I'm a Leamington man. Basically, just recall, like, Book of Shadows, invincibility. Nothing wrong with it. I don't know if Book of Shadows would prevent us from becoming the Lost if we killed Tainted Esau. My expectation is that the answer to that question is no, but I can't verify that right now. Although I suppose we could verify it if we wanted to. But, well, I'm not going to do it because I might want to play that blood bank a little bit more. But, Leamington is so good. It's also not called Leamington, as has been so astutely pointed out many times. But I'm going to call it Leamington because it sounds closer to, like, the name of a friend than a utility. And we could all use a little bit more friendship, I think, in these crazy mixed-up times. But Leamington is free item mechanics that admittedly are temporary, but the ability for this to stack into an unbelievably powerful run means more to me than simply temporary invincibility. Even though I'll admit temporary invincibility is pretty much the reason we won our last run as Tainted Lost versus Dogma. Fair? Fair. That's my bad. I need to make sure we get this deal with the devil. We don't want to go in, but we need to make sure we earned it. What? It's actually the best pageant boy in history? That's disgusting. I'm so happy. Let's see what we get. Rainbow Baby. Obviously not, like, the most incredible item you could ever ask for, but not bad. We're not going to kill you yet, because we have ideas on this run. We still have to go through, in my opinion, the chance for an Eddie room. I don't want Panic Button, just because I don't understand it. I know it's sad, but it's true. We still want to go to the shop. It's a big part of our game plan. Diplopia. Very interesting. Very interesting. I might wait until maybe we're the Lost, if we end up doing that. Just before we go to that shop, just because we'll have a little bit more time to puzzle it out. And right now, like, the time's at a bit of a premium. Not for the purposes of, like, oh, telescope lens is not the Panic Button. It is not the Panic Button. Okay, I'm going to leave now then. Not leave. But we're not going to play our blood bank anymore. This is actually okay. That was a little frightening. The only thing we lost was the ability to play the blood bank. What does the blood bank give us? Little bit of money, we're already rich. Little bit of HP. Admittedly, we could use that. I wouldn't say no to that. Apart from that, who cares? You know, we get a chance to go to our shop unfettered here. We also get, you know, that for free. A little bit of extra money here. I think we only have one bomb, so I'm playing it a little coy here. But I kind of want to get to the secret room and then have the secret room get doubled via Diplopia, thus giving us a good reason to use Diplopia. I don't really want to buy it just to get a Leamington play, and I don't want to hold it because I like Leamington, so it's a twisted situation. Devil gives us, like, the Bible effect, I think. Well, luckily we're not trying to make boss rush. Secret room could be there. We've had some cursed secret room locations. I think I'm going to check here. It's not maybe we'd be more likely to find a second secret room, like up. Nope, okay. I'm going to check here, just because it would be the most messed up place for it. Maybe that'll be cool. Nope, alright. I honestly think we leave then. Genuinely, I think this is the play. I think you save your money, use it on the next floor. I think you'll be happy. Deal with the angel incoming, save some bombs so you can fight the angel statues. Hold on, we get Seraphim by popping this, right? Yeah. We could have flown into the curse room as well, but I don't mind losing one extra half of a red heart to check a curse room. I think there's just good stuff there to begin with. So obviously, like, as of right now, this, like, Leamington play is not working out super well, and we're probably getting subjected to a lot of bad faith arguments about how, like, oh, Monster Manuel is bad, even though it gives you a guaranteed familiar, but a temporary familiar every 6 rooms is so good now. No, call me when Monster Manuel can give you a temporary Tech X, okay? Because that's really what we're fishing for here. Get frozen. We are more under the gun than what an incredible Anima Sola play, by the way. But we're more under the gun than I expected to be on HP. But I'm also, you know, I mean, there's just that one curse room that did damage to us. I'm feeling pretty good. I feel like we've oh, my angel deal chance, that's already been hurt, but I didn't notice until now. Bloody Lust, very nice. Eddie Room, very, very nice, but we need HP to make it happen. If we get HP, this Eddie Room is potentially, like, extremely important. Don't lose Bloody Lust. We lost our attack fly, I think, which is totally fine. You got frozen for a moment. Let's move this way, then. This is an important room for us. Sissy's better. If we get the bombs, Sissy is much better here. Birthright. I think Birthright Tainted Jacob does nothing for you. Finding a shop with no HP, huh? BFFs. Not hating. Not being a hater here. We have so much money, but still, I don't think that justifies spending it on nothing. Let's grab a bomb. And spend it to get Sissy. Just throwing this out here that if you're looking to give me like a birthday present, the secret room is a pretty good one. But and my birthday is not for quite some time, for the record. But it's the thought that counts. I would have loved a magic mush there, but that's maybe I'm fishing a little bit too much. Power pill. Would have been good to pop this on another room, but how are you supposed to know, right? Okay. Okay. So that's likely to be the biggest engine of advantage for us on this floor, which means we gotta kind of, you know, reel it in, rely on the fact that, you know, we played a lot of Isaac in our day. Maybe we get the 1 in 11.1% chance, or it's not a percent, sorry, 1 in 11.1 chance of this angel deal. Would certainly help. Would hit the spot. That's why I'm not using my last bomb right now, but admittedly, as of right now, we're a little bit, feeling a little bit weaker on this floor. Dude, I would have rather, like, taken a hit than had my Wisp take the hit. What can I say? It's, what the? What? No? Okay, so here's what, can I tell you what happened there? You may not believe me. Sissy Longlegs charmed, I'm sure. Sissy Longlegs charmed the Tainted Esau, which then led Tainted Esau to be in a less predictable position and then just run right frickin' into me. So this is mighty scary. The soul is insanely good. We have to fight here. I hate the purple fire, man. So I'm gonna extinguish that, and then I'm gonna fight one of you. This is the more difficult one, admittedly. Bro, when did you get so freaking fast? When did I get so freaking slow? Stay frozen. I don't anticipate this being a whole lot of fun. I anticipate there being a very reasonable level of anxiety here instead. Wow. Wow! I'm a little, mad is not the word I would use there. Frustrated is a good word. Why would I be frustrated about that? Well, I feel like the sissy Tainted Esau interaction was hard to see coming. Apart from that, you know, yes, I know if you had a time machine, you wouldn't have done that. Okay, congratulations. It turns out, wow, you're the only person in history, if you had a time machine, you would not make mistakes. Everybody else, on the other hand, would just choose to go back and make the same decisions that led to their demise. But you're built different. Now, have you ever seen Primer? I'm just throwing that out there. By not making the mistakes that you made in the past, you might be subjecting yourself to making mistakes that are even more in the future, because hindsight only gives you the benefit of having seen one possible direction of that interaction. You know, you're missing out on all the opportunity costs of what you could have been doing with the other side of it. Anyway, hold on. Very important. You guys get smoked as much as possible over here. Thank you. Very, very grateful, Tainted Esau, for that. Very well done. Now, I've become unhinged. I didn't mean to pick that up, actually. That's somewhat unfortunate. I've become unhinged. We're gonna lose this Eternal Heart, and I want you to embrace it. What we're gonna do is actually play our Eddie room a little bit. Frightening though it may be. And why? That's a great question. Because, I mean, playing the Eddie room, if you can get to that 7th play and get an early Angel Deal item, that's a really valuable get. If you can get 7 Spirit Hearts, that's a really valuable get. Dude, honestly, even, can I tell you, just getting a single bomb like that is pretty valuable. And not to mention, like, the 7 cents we picked up alongside it. Try to find a secret room there. Do me a favor and don't bump into this and blow me up. Now we gotta we gotta live, so that, you know, there's some danger there. But I stand by this. I mean, if you can't live, this is like perfect comedic timing. If you can't live with half a heart, you know, on the first floor while also being chased by a spirit at all times, like, are you even playing the same game? Like, this is easy mode. Grab this real quick. More HP back there if we're unlucky enough to need it. Might as well pop this down. 1 bomb per room. You might not expect it, but, you know, 1 lucky pop and all of a sudden you got a quarter or something like that. Or 2 spiders. This is the other thing you can get is 2 spiders. Blow this up real quick. Let's go, dude. Okay. I'm not saying we're gonna find ourselves in a similar position to our last run here. Oh no, I can't play the Eddie room anymore, you D-hole! Alright, I must acknowledge. Not owns? Really? Tainted Esau, okay, yeah, turns out pretty annoying. Tainted Jacob, turns out maybe Cobalt knows what he's talking about to some extent. Turns out that... and you know what the other part about this is that I now realize? I have now screwed myself a little bit. I can't even pick up the Demon Hearts that are on the other room. Well, you can pick them up. They're just not going to do anything. So let's get out of there. All right. Life goes on. It's a little frustrating, but life goes on. You can play the curse room here. You just gotta not get hit afterwards, which is a little spicy. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on that. I wouldn't set your watch to not getting hit on that. Wrong. You have selected power drive. You have selected the wrong option here. I'm just, hold on, I'm thinking about the process, right? Okay, Empty Heart is insanely potentially good if we play the game right, which I don't think is insanely unlikely. It's just one more thing to think about, which is not necessarily an indictment in and of itself. I also must point out that I think it means that we have a choice. We can either leave the floor as the lost. Well, we got 3 choices, right? You can leave the floor as, you know, whatever you're at to begin with, not worrying about it, the finer details. You can leave the floor as the lost, which gives you the ability to get, you know, you can fly, which is worth something. Pick up all those consumables that otherwise wouldn't have been accessible. Or you can leave the floor as Jacob, but with empty heart containers, so that you can get extra hearts in the future. Don't pick up that heart yet. That's a valuable part of my plan. I can't believe I didn't get hit. I don't really want to kill Tainted Esau here, so I should be more careful about, you know, blowing up some TNT right in his face. Yeah, we're gonna get hit. It's just a room where it was destined to happen the second we made that move right at the start. At least we didn't get hit by Tainted Esau, though. So what if we get a deal with the devil? How would you feel about that? There is a part of me that says with Empty Heart, you can actually take deals with the devil and then just rely on getting an Eddie room eventually, which is a lot of maybes. But I also think is well within the realm of plausibility. So believe it or not, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fish for like one of the most overpowered items in the game. This actually is very nice for us. We're gonna take this because this allows us to go to the curse room without compromising our Empty Heart. We're not gonna take that though. Now, do we have a key? We do have a key. What do you got in here? Nothing much. What's up with you? Don't blow them up yet because we don't want to become the lost. Keep in mind, I think we got to be at a half heart to make this work as Tainted Jacob. I'm starting to lose confidence that we're making the right decision. No, don't walk into the fires. We don't even want the spirit hearts. I just want... Or maybe we do. I don't know because I don't remember how this freaking works. I'm okay. I'm spiraling. I'm spiraling. No, I'm not. I'm ignoring the spirit hearts, which is risky, in order to try to... in order to guarantee we get our red heart back that we just spent on Whore of Babylon, that I'm now realizing probably does nothing. So we basically spent 1 HP on a precedent we didn't want that might be worth something in the future. Okay. How does that make you feel? I think it didn't seem so stupid until I walked it out step by step. But I will also say, in my own defense, you don't oftentimes get too many opportunities to puzzle things out step by step when you're being chased, you know, like by a demon that wants you dead at all times. And I think we're probably just going to lose. Okay, I walked onto the creep. Run it back one more time. I'm not optimistic about this, but honestly, I think it says something that after dying there, I actually feel relieved. Like something about, like, it's freedom. I may be cringe, but at least I'm free. So that run never got off the ground. What are we gonna do this time? Okay, just think about it. Early Eddie room does matter. That definitely matters. If you can get one. And you can get the HP to make it work as well. Just a great item in the item room, man, would really... I mean, I don't think that's... I don't think that's bad. We might become the lost, so there's no reason to fish for that just yet. I don't know. I genuinely, I know one day we're going to beat everything as Tainted Jacob. Like, I know one day we're gonna beat everything in this game as everybody. But I know, like, Tainted Jacob, there's no doubt in my mind that it's gonna happen. We just need the right run. It's not gonna be necessarily easy, but I certainly do think it's on the horizon. It probably will not be the last thing I beat in this game either. I'm also realizing we're almost... Oh, dude, membership card's pretty good if we can afford it, which is highly unlikely, but we're gonna kill Tainted Esau on this run by accident numerous times. So don't even worry about, like, within reason, don't worry too much about trying to preserve his life, because Akeldama just means you're going to kill him accidentally. By the way, Akeldama also doing some just incredible damage to random minions. Yep. On the bright side, though, there's really no better time for that to happen. I think we can start taking these then, not sweating it too much. Incredible. All right, really, really good. Really, obviously, great respect for my time. We're gonna open this chest back here and then move on with our lives. The tears down is the catastrophic part there for sure, but hey, at least we got a bomb and a key afterwards, right? At least we got a bomb and a key afterwards. Let me bomb here. Guaranteed secret room access. Blood bank chance on the next floor. Sure, why not? I really think I've just got to steel myself emotionally. This is a run you don't expect to get good until that first angel deal. And you don't expect to get that first angel deal until minimum the 3rd floor. Even then, you might have to wait a little longer. But realistically, I think just for myself, if I can say self... Good, good. Not good, not good. Don't worry about how you're doing, how badly it's going, how good it's going. Don't worry about any of that stuff until at least, like, the end of the 3rd floor. I feel like that alone gives me some internal strength to live my life via. And would you look at that? We change our philosophy, and all of a sudden we got a great item. There's no such thing as a coincidence, but you already knew that. Your thoughts shape your reality. And yet every day you wake up thinking of a run you dread. Just by watching this video, you are energetically aligned with Tainted Esau. I think we're ready to get the frick out of this floor. We're not going to do a devil deal, because we know we're strong enough to not need that devil deal right off the bat for one. Ooh, a little spiced. Owns. It does so much damage to the enemies, man. Yeah, no, we don't even want to. We don't even want to see it. We don't even want to see it. I don't even want to go to our shop. I'm trying something completely different now. Okay, we're just gonna live our lives. We're just gonna live our lives. Caves XL, 33% chance of an angel deal. But please note, by the way, Parasitoid Tears so freaking good. That if we don't get it on this floor, but we manage to preserve our ability on the next floor, like via a Spirit Heart or something, we should have a 100% chance on the next floor, which is, like, insanely strong, obviously. We need to get out of this room before Tainted Esau comes to life, because this is just, like, the room that kills you. Gotta rush him down. Please. Just at least be close to a door. There you go. That's case in point. Can't even make it in there, man. This room also screws you. This is a dangerous floor. Narrow rooms with, like, you know, bad pathing and stuff like that. I thought I was gonna get hit, just to be honest. I would like to fly over there, but I don't think it's worth becoming the Lost on purpose. So what are we looking for on this floor? The true dream, which I think is unlikely, is you get a deal with the devil, you kill Tainted Esau, Oh, it actually might work because our boss room is so close. I can't believe I didn't... Oh my god, what's happening? Anyway, look, the dream is we don't become the Lost yet. We get a deal with the angel against the odds, and then Tainted Esau helps us kill the angel statue. Maybe blows up so we don't have to spend a bomb to do it. I don't know. It's almost coming into place. And the reason it's almost coming into place... Oh, come on. is because of the fact that Parasitoid Tears is so good. So I love perfection here, don't get me wrong. Although, now that I think about it, I'm going to keep it for now. But obviously, there's a ton of value from Fishtail when we've got Parasitoid Tears, now that I think about it. That was probably doing some crazy good work for us. But we'll examine it at the end of this floor if we're lucky enough to live, which is somewhat disputable in and of itself. But we have no choice, by the way. We absolutely, as much as I would like to have just escaped from this floor with my life, we have to try. Oh, I bet Luck Parasitoid Tears is a better synergy than the Fishtail, but we have to try to see our item rooms, and I would say first item room basically told me to F myself. And then I gotta say though, playing with a certain sense of alacrity, it's got me feeling a little switched on here. Not in the Austin Powers way, which I think is synonymous with just being horny, but in the Isaac way, which is like, hey, I'm feeling like I'm playing a good game. I don't know if that's in the Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Honest question, okay? If you're watching this video and you're over the age of like 24, don't answer. But if you were born in the late 90s or maybe even the 2000s, wow, this is just a slap in the face. When you went to school, it's another great trinket, but we only have one spot right now, which is actually why I'm going to the shop. A second trinket slot would do a lot of damage right now. Did you learn how to use a dictionary by hand? Yes or no? And then, secondary question. That's very nice. Like every generation that came before you, do you have Stockholm Syndrome related to learning antiquated knowledge that is no longer practical for a world that has moved and left that discipline behind? Like, what's your rationale if you're going to defend looking up the meaning of a word in a dictionary? Oh, one day a solar flare might happen, and then you know, you'd have to rely on a 1976 edition of Merriam-Webster's English dictionary in order to know what the word perspicacious means. Yeah, well, you know, you do that. I'll keep, you know, fighting out there on the battlefield trying to get some, like, you know, oxygen and water and stuff like that. Don't trouble yourself. No, you just keep using your dictionary. I'll be out there, you know, stopping the raiders from stealing our very limited supply of food and medicine. Well, if one day all computers go down, then you'll be so happy you learn how to write in cursive because blah, 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 blah. I don't know if that'll get that. I don't blame, like, my teachers and stuff like that, or the school board for that matter, you know? It would... They gave us instruction based on the world that they grew up in, right? They're like, hey, if you're going to school, it's 1997. We're preparing you for 1997. I understand it, and I can't really be mad. It's an interesting situation here, huh? I think we gotta pop it, man. They didn't know what the world was gonna look like in 2021. We very nearly got killed right there. Let's try to not let that happen. Obviously. Oh my god, okay. Dude, don't even get the chest, because I'm so scared of the fire. I'm so glad we did the exploration, though. Would you look at that? All of a sudden, we got our first angel statue, not to mention the soul's pretty good. But our teachers for stuff like cursive writing really sold us a yarn, you know? They used to tell us, in university, you need cursive writing because you won't be able to write fast enough. Like, they framed it like university professors, like, stepped up to the I think we're happy with our luck tiers. They, like, stepped up to the chalkboard and just, like, you know, filled it up in half a second. Obviously, like, in reality, not really the way it turned out. Really? Like, I'm just kind of insulted. They can't all be bad pills. It's yeah, okay, thank you. It's not sensible for them all to be bad. So straight up, this might be where we could start to talk about, like, this run having a genuine chance. The problem is that your run doesn't just have to be good. As Tainted Jacob. Because you have, I mean, you got a lot going on. You need to not die, for one. Then secondarily, you need to not die, if Tainted Esau touches you, or if you kill him by accident, which is also happening with some reliability. So really, our choice right now is, you know, spend the mental energy required. No, my perfection. Spend the mental energy required. You're okay. To not get hit by him. But preserve the fact that you can get hit by other enemies without, you know, it killing you. Or become the Tainted Lost and try to win another Tainted Lost run. Now, admittedly, I think we got some great things going on for us here. Like, I think this run has some genuine capability. You're not going to hear me say this too much. This might be like the one situation where Midas Touch was simply not quite good enough, but I could be wrong about that. I envision a world in which we get hit by Tainted Lost, or Tainted Esau, and then try to somehow get some value out of Midas Touch, and then, you know, I don't think you need a spoiler warning to know how that's going to work out. Beautiful. So, of those two alternatives that I've presented, in my estimation, that was a little spooky. Get him. He's got to go. The most likely one, I hate that we pretty much have to fight here still, is to try to do a little balance of both. And all I mean by that is try to simultaneously take the mental energy for as long as possible to actually dodge Tainted Esau, but then, you know, hopefully have the survivability to play well enough as Tainted Lost to not get screwed. So we do have the key pieces, so that's something. Normally, I probably wouldn't prioritize this so much, but I do care for a shop, for one, but I'm just worried that a room could just hit us and kill us very easily. So what I'm going to do, instead of going to a shop, is I'm going to go to this room and... Sure. We're going to hope that it leads to an error room. If there's a clean bed, there's a chance that there's an error room, and you never know what that could give us. This is a clean room, so we get a guaranteed crawl space. The crawl space is not an error room. It has a penny and a key. And 3 pennies and a key. I don't know, we spent 3 bombs to make it happen. So I'm not fully convinced that that's necessarily incredible, but... And I think we'll take I think we'll take the Polaroid. If we manage to live through the next floor, maybe we'll just look at one room. I'm very glad I did, for now. As I saw the enemies coming, I was like, be careful what you wish for. Oh, a little knock on the door. How about that? 2 of diamonds, not so bad. Jumper cables, hold on. Is this person looking for a signature? I don't believe so. They have dropped the package off. Okay. Moving on. Next floor. Things start to move pretty quick. It is a 40-minute Tainted Jacob video. Don't act like I'm not giving you the keys to the kingdom here. I'm rushing through this one a little bit, but the rushing actually seems to be helping me out quite a lot. So, overall, how is this run? is good, honestly. Is good, good. We have the angel statues. Or the angel key pieces, I should say. Overall odds of beating Mom on this floor, pretty good, you know, maybe like 70%. Noting, of course, that things with 30% odds happen, you know, all the time. Not 100% of the time, but every day rare things happen, let's put it that way. 30% not even that rare, but... Good, good, good. What I would love to see here, and it's a bit of a stretch, honestly. I would be more than happy with a deal with the... you're gonna laugh at me? I think we have to leave rather than picking all these up, even though this is a lot of money. And I am picking it up. I was just worried that we're gonna do so much damage to Tainted Esau that it's gonna stop us, but are you seeing the whipping that we're doing there to make sure we're safe? I think Tainted Esau is going to die before our boss fight, and that's gonna be a doozy of a problem. At least we didn't get hit there. Yeah, I've forgotten, like, entirely what I'm talking about. But long story short, what I was gonna say is I'd really just love to see... Let's go. Let's go. Unbelievable. Let's go. That is our... Now we're not Tainted Lost if we become the Lost. We're just regular Lost, which is honestly quite easy relative to the alternative. I need to pick up the other chests. I understand the agony you're going through watching me try, but I really want them because we could become Guppy just by opening 4 of those. So I think we should acknowledge this is about to get very complicated for a little bit. We are gonna try to get the Fool card, but we don't want to do True Ending. But the Fool card will let us fight Mom, go to Boss Rush, pick up an item, leave, then we can become the Lost if we have not become the Lost already by that point. I would just like you to be hit, please. Pick up those chests, become Guppy with 9 lives. Okay, we're gonna be the Lost already, so that's quite unfortunate. But on the other hand, we do have 9 lives, so maybe it's not unfortunate at all. Maybe it's actually freaking sick. Maybe it's totally fine. Maybe I'm amazed by the way you treat me wrong from right. Maybe I'm amazed by the way I really need you. Plan C is interesting. I don't know if they changed it, but we definitely do not have a spacebar item. So there is something to be said, right, about maybe taking Plan C into the... I mean, is the Lost, I think we can use it pretty much whenever, but... whatever bosses we want to, but using Plan C to maybe, like, kill... the bosses we want to kill? Like, can I tell you something here? Hold on. I said we were going to do light side. Now I'm like, I think we might want to do the dark path. Just because I think Plan C mitigates our problem with the dark path. And 9 lives, for that matter. And what was my problem with the dark path? The lamb is really hard, and then to fight Mega Satan after is difficult as well. I don't think that we can beat Mega Satan just by using Plan C. I definitely think we can use... Plan C to beat Mega Satan. Or the lamb, sorry. It's been a long video. Well, this is a good donation opportunity. I think we'll check the card really quick, because we still do want the Fool card, believe it or not, like after everything that I've been saying here. Chariot? Sure, I mean, sure. There's our Tainted Skull as well. So we haven't been to our item room. We'll go to it after all this goes down. Thank you. Anima Sola. Beautiful. And really, like, a lot of this comes down to Parasitoid Tears. That's still our best item. We do, on top of everything else here, we do still have a 30% chance of a deal here. Any deal... I'm very happy to see. I popped the Fool card immediately. What was I thinking? Can I tell you what I was thinking? I'm stupid. No, what I was thinking is that I thought it was the chariot and didn't even look because I was you know, so freaking Jacob pilled. Okay, well, means no boss rush for the rest of your days. It's our problem-free philosophy. I'm looking for full cards. It is what it is, you know. It's already happened. Yeah, so now we have the chariot card. So there is that, I suppose. Thank you. Yeah, it turns out like I got rid of the chariot card. Makes a lot of sense. Did do some serious good work for us right there, though. Anyway, now we can't get out of boss rush, but you can still look. No doubt about that. You can still look. No, you know what? Nothing in there. I don't even know what that stuff does, so I'm not even gonna sweat it, man. You want me to be mad about that stuff when I don't even know what it does? I don't think so. That's not how I live my life, dude. YOLO. That's my life philosophy. YOLO. You ever realize that YOLO's like a really weird phrase? Because people say like you only live once. They use that to justify like very reckless decisions. If anything, YOLO should be the rallying cry of the more reserved group of humanity, I think. Rather than being like, YOLO, you only live once, so put everything at risk drinking 12 Four Locos in a single sitting. You might be like, hey, before you drink those Four Locos, you remember, YOLO, you only live once, so don't throw it away on a caffeinated... I don't even know what I got hit by the way. On a caffeinated alcoholic beverage? I feel like I've done that exact bit before. And that's how you know it's evergreen. I know we're going to become the Lost. I'm not sweating it. I'm not sweating it in the slightest, dude. Just remember, your best damage dealer... Excuse me, small man. Your best damage dealer by far is your good old friend Tainted Jacob. Listen to your friend Tainted Jacob. He just wants what's best for you. Okay, 2 lives down the crapper. Tainted Esau lives. This is still fine. I don't know. The rumors of my death have been greatly exaggerated. We won't use Plan C to kill this boss unless it becomes an absolute nightmare. We did screw up a deal chance. That's something that I'm going to have to live with. Because that deal actually could be quite useful for me. But we could also still get it. You ever consider that? Did lower our odds. Then again, we do also have 1 HP, so I don't know how mad you can actually be about that. We are the Lost. Any chance of like you popping up? Because it's really tough to make sure you dodge all these shots. Okay. This is not so bad. The thing that's kind of bad is I don't know where he's going after this jump. He's going up. That's why you got shadows. Good. Deal chance, please. Life goes on. Down to the next floor. Okay. I'm not saying it's set in stone. I'm merely suggesting that there is a real chance that this run could come to pass. The dream for me, of course, is that we do manage to get a deal here. And then that deal, it means a lot to me if it's a great item. If it's not that great, you know, we're not sweating it too much. Similarly, we're not sweating that. Getting that spirit heart changes the world for us. Like Bun B said, the 7th wonder of the world, and I can make you the 8th if you want to be my girl. I never know what he says after that, because it always gets censored in the radio edit, and that's the only one that my parents will let me listen to. I think he says, when I say my girl, I don't mean my woman. That ain't my style. Need a real street stalker? Something like that? But it always gets censored. But I've talked about it before. Rap music censoring is very funny to me. Because the actual, like, words that they're using are sometimes very mundane to describe, like, genuine crimes. But then they say, like, a curse word. And the Recording Association of America is like, nah, man, that's not okay. You can talk about, you know, selling narcotics. Okay, we can't stop you. But as soon as you call something the S word, we gotta throw in a little beep on that. Well, they don't beep. They just, you know, abstain. Almost got tagged. Excuse me. You should be dead. Akeldama is, like, what an unbelievable damage source. It's kind of incredible, right? Like, I don't think I've deliberately shot at Tainted Esau, like, at all on this run. And yet he dies every floor. Okay, life goes on there. Just because of the power of Akeldama. Look at this. We're the Lost now. I'm a rebel. I've changed. If we can beat Mom's heart without losing a life, and I know you're like, what about just using Plan C? That shouldn't be necessary. Also, I don't want to lose a life to plans. Oh, the shot getting frozen. Almost got me. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, there's your Anima Sola. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Don't we have the soul? We do have the soul there. The shots are getting deflected. Beams don't get deflected. Okay, okay, cool. Not really sure what I'm supposed to do about that. We still got a deal. No, dude, come on. Come on! At least it worked on the boss. Anyway, we have the negative. We gotta go here. That hurts. That hurts. Some combination of the slowdown from the nightlight and then the soul deflecting those shots. Look, I'm not gonna say you couldn't dodge it. I think that's probably disingenuous. What I am gonna say is I didn't dodge it, and I apologize, because, you know, it's just a very simple reality, right? If you don't go into an angel or a devil deal that you got, 100% it was Godhead, it was Brimstone, it was Mom's Knife, it was all those wrapped up in one. Hold on. Since when do we have 3 HP? I guess I'll just be hit here. Oh, saved? This sucks. I don't have a bomb. However, like, I'm really still of the belief that this run absolutely, I mean, just empirically, there's no reason I can think of for it not being able to work. It might not work, but it should absolutely be able to work. It's kind of working. Absolutely hate this. Midas Touch coming through in the clutch for the first time ever. Said no one ever for the first time ever. Honestly, I'm like, you might as well turn me into the Lost. I don't want to lose this life. Why don't you go ahead and turn me into the Lost? And then this guy gets freaking frozen for a second. Okay, just hold up. This is... I genuinely think this is the right way to play this. By the way, for some reason, we don't have Plan C anymore. That's stupid. Thank you for not blowing me up. Sure, I guess. I don't know. Where'd my Plan C go? Just throwing that out there. Where'd my Plan C go? Hey, I was just wondering if you've seen Plan C. Have you seen this item? It's potentially game-winning. I insulted it for 10 years, but... Hold on. Soul of Samson. Oh my god. That's Berserk, right? I think we have an obligation. Now, this is an interesting world for me now. We can use Soul of Samson to beat Satan, maybe. If we make it there, which is looking increasingly unlikely now that I look at the realities of this run. This run is right at the borderline of like a throw and a Hail Mary. I don't know what to call it. Ooh. One thing's for certain, I'm not a huge fan of, like, you know, all the enemies that just shoot us with beams and kill us here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it! Beautiful freeze. Get Samson. You will not stop me. If we get hit, are you done? No. We'll still have problems. The feet are always an issue. Me reviewing Quentin Tarantino movies. Ha 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 ha. However, I am enjoying, you know, I'm not enjoying the fact that they're like out of sync, but maybe it's okay. Look at this. Maybe it's totally fine. Now, unfortunately, we still have not accomplished anything on this run. But fortunately, we have a chance to. We got 3 HP plus 1. No? No, it's close. Yes, okay. I believe in my heart of hearts, this is how we play this game now. I think Ana Masola plus Mom's Knife equals... Oh, this sucks. I was gonna say it equals we can beat many rooms before Tainted Esau shows up. Clearly, I was a little bit optimistic in that assessment of events. And for that, I apologize. That's fine. It's fine for some reason. I don't know why we're okay, but we're okay. Please note, we do have to beat the lamb as well. Well, not as well, but it also needs to be beaten at some point, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I have no idea why I'm endlessly getting spirit hearts back when I get hit. I'm just begging you to tell me it's not a glitch. Tell me it's not a glitch, because I don't know what items we have that could be creating it, but sometimes there's mechanics in this game, especially, you know, in Repentance, that I'm not fully familiar with. I don't know if I've ever seen the icon of a spirit heart just appearing every time I get tagged, so I'm operating under the assumption this is not a glitch, and like, what is this? What is this? I don't know, but I've had runs before in my life where we had... I don't know, am I in denial? Am I in denial by saying this isn't a glitch? I'm gonna continue to operate under the assumption that this is fine. And, if it is a glitch, it's certainly not, like, on the same level of obviousness as, like, oh, when you die as, Tainted, or if you die as Jacob and Esau with 9 lives, you just come back to life forever. But I think there is a chance we might have bugged the game with Plan C somehow. Or maybe we just lost anyway? I don't know. You know what? We can absolutely die, so don't even focus on a glitch, man. Like, look at this. We actually may die right here. I'm poking. Spirit hearts do nothing for us. The only thing that does something for us is like a holy card. I feel safer trying to fight the lamb than just going for Mega Satan. Not just because it allows us to possibly accomplish 2 different difficult feats at once, but I'm hopeful that... Well, I'm realistically, I don't think we're gonna get either done. What? But I want to preserve the chance for possibly both. Just because, I mean, it would be quite a dramatic moment. Not to these guys. Not to Gertie Juniors. I don't mind dying to bosses. I'm not dying to a Gertie Junior, okay? I don't mind dying to difficult enemies. I'm not dying to a Gertie Junior. Okay, this, Prepare for death. Okay, well, it was fun, though. I had a good time. And I'll see you next time, because I got to go to the stream. Thanks for watching. See you.